Welcome to the Clique podcast. I'm Danny Watson, a mindset and manifestation expert and founder of the Clique, a company that helps women overcome their fears and limiting beliefs to create a life and business that they love. Within this podcast, I will help you get clear on what you want, identify the blocks that are holding you back, transform your mindset and raise your vibration so that you can co-create magic with the universe. If you are looking to design a life that truly sets your soul on fire and manifest more success and abundance, then you are in the right place. Hello ladies, welcome to a brand new week and a brand new episode. And I want to start this episode by reminding you of an important message, and that is that the universe does not want you to receive in this way. Now, it might not make sense to you at the moment, so I want to explain a little bit. Because this episode is for the person who has been taking action towards their desires, but have perhaps found themselves pushing for things, struggling, working hard, working from a place of stress, working from a place of fear, working from a place of lack. Maybe you recognize yourself in some of these things that I'm saying. You know, do you take one step forwards towards your dreams, but then worry about whether or not things will work? Do you take one step forward, then worry about being judged or being criticized? Do you find yourself constantly doing, and worried that if you take yourself off, the gas for just 1 second, things will crumble beneath you? If you recognize yourself in any of these statements, then this episode is for you. And I want you to remind you right now that the universe does not want you to receive in this way. And so there is a really powerful reason as to why you haven't got the things that you want yet. And that is because the universe does not want you to receive in this way. Think about what happens. If we get to where we want to be through working hard, what does that do? It solidifies this idea that we need to continue to work hard to receive. And the universe does not want you to receive in this way. If we get to where we want to be through sacrificing things, whether that's time with loved ones, maybe we have to sacrifice our self-care. If we get to where we want to be through that sacrifice, we are solidifying this idea that that's what we must do to get to where we want to be. And the universe does not want you to receive in that way. The universe is protecting you from creating a set of beliefs or ideas about who you need to be and what you need to do in order to get there. So you might think that the universe is not on your side by holding you back from your desires, when in fact, the universe is championing you every step of the way, but it does not want you to receive in that way. It doesn't want you to get there by having to do certain things that put you out of alignment. Now, this is a really important message because I find so often I hear this, I'm doing everything I can and I'm showing up, but I'm still not getting to where I want to be. And if you take a step back and look at what you're doing and who you are being right now, can you honestly, hand on heart, say you are being completely true to you? You are completely acting in alignment from a place of joy, from a place of ease? Are you working in a way that feels fun? Are you really, honestly, showing up how you want to for your life moving forwards? Or are you feeling like you're doing what you've got to do right now to get yourself to that next step, and then telling yourself, when I get to the next step, then I can relax, then I can take it easy, then I will allow things to be joyful? Because it doesn't work like that. Because who you're being and what you're doing right now is creating the benchmark for who you need to be moving forwards. Remember, if we are, let's say you're showing up today and you are working full out, okay? You are doing all of the things. You're working hard to the point that you're stressing yourself out. You're acting from a place of fear and a place of panic Maybe you're not eating well, you're not exercising right, you're not, taking care of yourself in the right way. And let's say you are kind of caught up in this hustle, but then you make it. You hit your goal. You get to where you want to be. What does that do? It reiterates that this is what is required of me in order to get the things that I want in life. That experience shapes our beliefs moving forwards. It tells us, okay, well, this is what I believe to be true because this is what I've experienced before. I've experienced this success, and that success has been a product of working hard. But the universe does not want you to receive in that way. But let's say all of your success comes at the moment that you allow things to be easy, you relax, you tap into the joy, you take the pressure off yourself, you drop the guilt, you act from that place of knowing and trusting that everything's working out. Let's say you received success from that place. How much better does that feel? That is what you want to create for your life, right? You want to believe that that is how success can be. So the universe is protecting you. The universe is doing you a favor by cutting you off from your desires because it does not want you to receive in that way. There was a point in my business journey where I had put together a program that, in all honesty, I feel like I created it because I could see other people within the industry creating a similar type of program. And I thought, okay, this is something I'm able to deliver on. Myself and my team could very much deliver a program like this. And maybe this could be a really sort of next successful step for my company to create something like this. And I wasn't necessarily creating this thing out of love or joy or passion. I was creating it because of FOMO. I was creating it because I thought, okay, well, they're doing this. Maybe I should be doing this too. I was creating it, out of what I felt like I should do rather than what I really, really wanted to do. And what was interesting is that I could see how profitable and how successful this type of program could be. Yet it just did not seem to work. Despite having the audience there, I knew that I had a need for this program within my audience. Despite having all of the marketing pieces in place, which I knew were proven to work for my industry, the program just did not take off in the way that I wanted. And I started to question, okay, well, what have I done wrong here? And it wasn't necessarily that I'd done anything wrong. It was purely for the fact that the universe does not want me to receive in this way. It doesn't want me to receive success based upon what I see others doing and feeling like what I should be doing. It wants me to receive success by focusing in on the things that truly bring me joy. I was having a conversation on this very subject recently with a friend of mine who is really trying to manifest the love of her life into her life. And she has been really kind of working on herself and who she feels like she needs to be in a relationship. And she has got this idea into her head that she needs to be somebody different in order to manifest the guy that she wants. She's convinced herself that, at least in the beginning stages, she kind of has to hide certain parts of her personality because she doesn't want to put a guy off. She doesn't want to make them feel intimidated by her success. She's got quite a dirty sense of humor, and she feels like that's something that she perhaps needs to hide because she's worried that it might come across too masculine. So she's got all of these ideas about who she needs to be. And she's kind of shifted herself to match these ideas of, what she thinks a man is looking for. And of course, none of it is working because the universe does not want her to receive in that way. The universe does not want the love of her life to walk in to the room when she is showing up not authentically as herself, because the universe wants what is best for you. And that is you to receive the things that you want, being completely true to who you are meant to be. So my question for you to ponder on today, ladies, is who I'm being today and what I am doing to get to where I want to be, the narrative that I want to create for my life moving forwards. Is this how I really want to receive? Or am I telling myself, okay, well, it's okay for me to receive in this way at the moment because I can change things in the future? Remember, it doesn't work that way. because how you receive now is setting the standard for how you will receive moving forwards. I've often spoken about the first few months of launching my coaching business, when I was right at the beginning of my coaching journey. And I speak about this time where I kind of launched my coaching program out to the world, and it was like tumbleweeds. It felt like I was really struggling to get anybody to kind of even have that initial conversation with me about my coaching. And I felt like I'd been working very, very hard to kind of put this program together. And I was doing all of the things that I could to really kind of show up online. Now, I know a big sort of part of what I was lacking at that point was the money mindset work. I know that I hadn't really kind of dug into my beliefs about money. But something else when I look back at that time, I realized I was very much working in this way that did not reflect the successful CEO that I wanted to be. Now, at the time, my living situation wasn't great. I was in this tiny little 2-bedroom flat that I was sharing with 5 other flatmates, my husband now, but my boyfriend at the time. And we were living in the living room. We didn't even have a proper bed. It was a sofa bed that we were sleeping on. But, that was just my situation. But something else that I did have control over at that time was, my own self-care. In terms of what I was eating, in terms of the exercise that I was doing, and I'd completely let everything go in terms of looking after myself. I was eating crappy, we were eating a lot of takeaway pizzas and things. I wasn't exercising, and I felt really crappy within myself. And so one of the things that I changed, after those first few months was just how I was showing up, not just for my business, but how I was showing up for myself. And I started to ask myself, do I really want to be the person who completely loses herself to her business, that completely, does not make herself a priority, who lets herself go, doesn't, look after herself properly, doesn't eat well, doesn't exercise? Do I really want to create success in that way? And my answer to that was obviously a resounding no. And again, the universe did not want me to receive in that way either, because it was showing me you can make all of these sacrifices. You can let yourself go. You can not care about yourself, not eat properly, not exercise right. But it doesn't mean that you're going to get there. Doing all of these things is not going to get you to where you want to be. So it was protecting me from creating this belief system that said, I need to sacrifice myself to become successful. It was protecting me. Thank goodness it did, because I really sort of shifted how I was showing up for myself in those, after those first few months. And I saw a huge, huge shift in the success of my business. So that reinforced a set of beliefs that, I am able to make myself a priority, yet I can still create amazing success. Okay, it was creating a much more empowering work environment for myself. So ask yourself, ladies, who are you really being today? Is that really true to who you want to be moving forwards? What are you doing today? And are those things completely in alignment with what you want to be doing? When you start to walk your authentic path, the universe is going to show up and is going to validate it by sending you the success that you are meant to see. So what I mean by this is when you start showing up authentically as you are meant to be, doing the things that you are meant to do, the universe will say to you, look, you are on the right path by giving you, nuggets of success, little nudges to show that you are on the right way. And if you're not receiving what you want to receive, maybe it's because the universe just does not want you to receive in that way. So I hope this all makes sense for you today, ladies. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will catch you on the next episode. If you are wanting to build your own successful online coaching business, make sure to check out Freedom, Abundance and Impact, our free 10-day business and mindset course for coaches and aspiring coaches. To access, simply head to wearetheclique.com and click free course in the menu.